Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have a liftoff.
And this is the very last day of Vivatech. Today we will be talking about innovation, but not with startups or companies, but regarding education. And to discuss this topic, I have with me another EPFL student, Aurélien Debbas. Hi.
Hi, Chloé, welcome. Thank you to welcome me today at Vivatech.
It is my pleasure. Tell us more about you.
I'm an EPFL student, Swiss EPFL student, working for Grobot Hub, an EPFL interdisciplinary project, and I'm in my master's degree in data science at EPFL. And I've heard that you're also an EPFL student, Chloé. So what are you doing?
Yes, exactly. So I did my bachelor in physics, and now I am more in management of technologies, and I actually happen to also lead an interdisciplinary project at EPFL called Sklepios that we will talk about a bit more afterwards. So make, you said Grobot Hub is an interdisciplinary project recognized by EPFL. What does this mean exactly?
Yes, the EPFL education section found out that learning by taking classes wasn't enough, so they decided to implement a new program to encourage students to learn by doing, and this is why it's called MAKE. They're financing all those projects, so there's around 17 projects at EPFL, and they cover all different topics.
Amazing. So yes, we're talking about 18 projects this year, 600 students at EPFL and more than 700 worldwide, and 270 credited products with more than 2,000 ECTS. That is incredible.
That's amazing. I've started, there were only like 10 projects, and now that much project, that's amazing.
And so those types of projects allow us to gain in agility, teamwork, project management, so much skills that we don't learn in the classroom. What did you learn during your experience with MAKE?
I think the best thing I've learned is learning by doing and doing mistakes. At EPFL, they encourage us to have a high level of everything, and mistake is not really valued. But in MAKE projects, we are allowed to do them and to rectify them, and we learn by doing this. And I think that's my best learning this year.
Learning by doing mistakes. I like it.
What about you? Did you make some mistakes during your MAKE project, and did you learn by doing them?
Oh, for sure, all the time, all the time. I like to say, well, it's not for me, but like I never do mistakes. I always learn. You know, it's either I succeed or I learn. But half of those students at EPFL doing MAKE projects are doing this in the space field. We have 6 interdisciplinary projects, among them Grobot Hub and Sklepios. What is Grobot Hub?
Grobot Hub aims to harvest and grow vegetables in a 100% autonomous way for extreme environments. So we will go to an European meeting around building a space habitat on the moon, and we are the team providing the food. So we'll try to take those space constraints to grow vegetables autonomously. So we grow food from sowing new seeds to pollination, and also we use human-based nutrients to grow those vegetables.
So you will allow astronauts to eat fresh food on the moon surface.
Exactly, yeah.
That is of interest for me because in Sklepios we are simulating life on the moon. So we're going to have our first mission in July with 6 students being isolated underground in an analog lunar base, as we say, simulating lava tubes. And we also worked on nutrition quite a bit, and it's exciting to see that with the future of space exploration, we will be able to eat fresh vegetables.
Exactly, yeah. And that's even at Igluna, there's many projects working on growing food in different ways, and with one topic and one vision, you can just do multiple things different ways.
What is Igluna?
Igluna is a European meeting for 12 universities all around Europe, building project around living on the moon. So there's project for exploration, there's project for food production, there's project for electricity production, water production, all different projects around space life.
Is this thanks to this that you created Grobot Hub?
Exactly, we've started two years ago. They've built an amazing event on top of the Cervin in Switzerland, a habitat in the ice, and that was the beginning of Grobot Hub.
2 years ago, right?
Yes, 2 years ago.
And what is your vision for the future?
We will continue to stay an interdisciplinary project because education is the most important thing for us, and having this free education spirit in the team makes everything possible. And we encourage people every year to find out new ideas for agriculture, for space applications. And we don't have a clear plan, but we encourage students to bring ideas.
Yeah, for sure. It's really the same for us at Asclepios. Is we really want the project to remain a student project because worldwide there are about 10 analog missions who are accessible to space agencies or people working in the industry, but not so much for students. And we really think that it's the future to motivate passionate students for space or other fields by doing and working on a concrete project.
That's so true, Chloe.
But we're not the only ones doing that at EPFL. There are 4 other projects, and you can actually see those prototypes above us right here. Oh, and here we are, the EPFL rocket team.
Yes, the EPFL rocket team are building a rocket and all rocketry-related projects in collaboration with academia and industry. So they'll participate in the new rocket competition this October in Portugal with their rocket called Bea Luis. And yeah, that's an amazing project.
I think it's the oldest one at EPFL, like from space. It's one of the first.
Yeah, they were the first. Yeah.
And so many students in this team. I think there's like about more than 100 students in the EPFL.
200 members.
Wow, that is so cool. And so we have rockets and we have also satellites. So EPFL sent to space the very first Swiss satellite called SwissCube. I think it was 15 years ago, something like that. And now we have a student project called the EPFL spacecraft team. And they want to send a constellation to do atmospheric measurements. And they plan on having 2 satellites launched by 2023. It's the CHESS mission. You should check it out. It's very cool.
And there's also EPFL Explore.
Oh, right here.
Oh, yeah. They want to build a rover to participate to a rover competition, and this rover have 4 different tasks. Science task to collect some soil and analyze it. An equipment servicing task, traversal task, so autonomously navigate, and finally a travel and delivery, so they need to pick up an object and put it in another place.
So cool, so many engineering projects, and the newest project I believe is the Space Situational Awareness Team, and it's a topic that we're very sensitive to in Switzerland, the topic of space debris, since we have our startup Clear Space that we saw earlier that is working on this project. And so this student team is trying to build a telescope that can detect space debris from ground and track those debris from the Earth. And it's so also an exciting project that can be very useful for Clear Space and other people wanting to clean up the orbit.
Yes, we have a complete ecosystem of space project at EPFL, and that's thanks to the 2 different space institutes at EPFL.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Yeah, EPFL Space Center and
Space Innovation. Yes.
Exactly.
It's all those projects are supervised by EPFL professors, and this really makes the difference, right? It's not only students doing project on their own. There is a real support provided by the school.
Yes, exactly. And it's amazing to have academia and industry and to have a mix of both of them and reuse recent research in concrete projects.
I interviewed Emmanuel David, who is the manager of the PFL Space Center, for a video for Vivatech, and I really liked what she said. She mentioned that thanks to make projects, students that work in them, when they go into jobs, they're efficient and performant from day one. And I think this is really the message, is that those projects allow us to really find the path that we want to follow and be good at it from the very first instance.
That's an amazing summary. I totally agree, and in my opinion, I'm more ready than before to handle my future job.
Amazing, Aurélien. Thank you so much. And for those watching us, don't hesitate to look at the Make projects from EPFL on the web, and we'll be happy to inform you more.
Thank you, Chloé, for this interview.